Why hello there ladies and gentlemen, and I'm the Spiffing Brit, back at it again with yet another Hearts of Iron 4 video, but this time with a slight difference. This is the Ragnarok scenario for Hoi 4, which basically gives Germany 1 year to prepare before the entire world declares war on it. Now, I have run 4 different games here, each with a Germany of varying strength. This first Germany is a completely unaltered AI, and just how will it survive? Well, the game already gives it buffs to landfall construction and infrastructure construction, but I don't think that'll be enough because we've started the war here and with only, 50 units or so? It's just not enough to hold its borders. The AI keeps pushing. It keeps pushing, it's getting closer to Berlin. They just haven't got enough research, they haven't got enough units, there's not enough supply, and of course those Czechoslovakian forces are marching. Well, I mean, it is mostly the Soviets, but you know, those Czechs, they do something. They certainly check yourself before you wreck yourself, and of course, the first game is a failure for AI Germany. But we're on to the second game, and this time using the Easy Buff Plus mod, I have modified Germany to make it effectively 10% better at everything. Its attacks are 10% better, its defense is 10% better, it can research 10% faster, it has an extra political power point a day, and so yes, just overall it's generally better. But will it be able to survive in this scenario? Well, only time will tell. And time is something that certainly is not on Germany's side today. We're already in July in Germany. Well, it is up to about 50 divisions in strength, but as we saw before, 50 divisions was just not enough. They've got the manpower, really they have the industry, but they're just not spamming out the units like they should be. This poor AI is just not prepared. You see, this is the main difference between an AI and a human player. A human player in this situation would be able to see this scenario and they'd be able to counter it. They'd be building up forts, they'd be building up defenses, preparing their fallback lines, but no, the AI just doesn't have that ability of foresight and knowing what's coming. This time though, the AI is able to actually grab a few provinces. They grabbed one province there in France before getting encircled, and they've lost maybe about 10 divisions in Belgium to encirclement. They've lost about a handful of units in Poland and Austria and Czechoslovakia to encirclement. It's a real shame to watch the German army get encircled in this way, but the AI just wasn't prepared. Once again, not enough units, not enough strength, and they are facing off against about, I would say, 700 divisions is what the world is pulling into this fight, and it's just not enough, poor Germany. So yes, Berlin once again falls to the AI Empire. So it's up to our third Germany with even more buffs. Let's see how they do right about now. Get ready for Super Germany, this time with all the level 3 buffs I do believe. This Germany is not one to be reckoned with. Their forces are 20% better at attacking, 20% better at defending, an extra 20 organization, they are 20% faster. In every way they are better. They have a 50% factory output modifier, making them able to sustain even one of the largest of armies. But is that enough to survive? Well, we are straight into January and the war begins. This time with 67 divisions. Is it enough? Well, immediately they're pushed onto the defensive. Czechoslovakia moves in, grabs a few forts, but Germany is pushing them back. They make some progress in Austria, but the main thing is they're losing ground in the industrious northern regions. France makes a bit of a ditch attempt into trying to grab as much of central Germany as possible, but does get encircled. A stunning move there by the AI. But it is once more onto the defensive, but this time Germany has actually built up some forts. Their units are more entrenched than ever, and whilst they are losing the occasional bit of ground, they are holding. As we switch here into the actual view of the game, you can see the green arrows are strongly defending. This is great, although manpower is slowly falling. It's flicking between about 200,000 and about 190,000. It is enough to sustain the army, but is it enough to keep going for too long? Each province they push back, it's one factory, it's one division, they keep losing them, and they do have 133 divisions, but is it enough? I certainly don't think so. Anyway, if you are enjoying the video, feel free to give the video a like, because I have put in quite a few hours into this, and I'd love to see this video do well, because of course YouTube will demonetize it, absolutely no questions asked, because I've included the word Germany in it. Anyway, the attack on Berlin is making no progress. About 20 Soviet tank divisions are trying to grab it, but they're just not being able to. However, to the south, the German army has been forced back. With 107 divisions, you're looking at about 10 divisions per square of Germany left. Oh, they're losing divisions fast now. There's just not enough supply to keep them going. Manpower is also slowly becoming an issue. Oh, and we're down to the final 6 provinces. They've just lost Danzig. It's now Berlin. It's only Berlin. The attack of Berlin, but how long will it last? Well, they're holding up for several months. The Führer bunker is very powerful. However, soon enough, Germany has to fall. And with this, the AI proves that it's going to need a little bit more than a few bonuses to keep it alive. I'm talking about Mega Germany. Allow me to introduce to you the strongest Germany that has ever been created, with a research bonus of 400%, a manpower bonus of 20%, unlimited political power, unlimited stability, unlimited command points, and a construction speed modifier of over 1000%. Your factories will never stop producing. Each day that goes by, 1,000 Kar-98s are being made, and this war is one that Germany is guaranteed to win. Instantly they strike out onto the offensive, stabbing straight through Czechoslovakia. The Netherlands falls, and the mighty Belgian Reich had no chance to prepare for defences. France does its typical last-ditch defence, but once again, after plunging through the north, even France and its several hundred divisions can't stop Germany. Germany decides to hold in the Alpines for a bit, as well as they hold in the Soviet border, but it's onwards into Italy, onwards into Spain, and now the advance towards Moscow begins. The German Reich is on its pathway to a world conquest, but will they be able to actually do it? Only time will tell. With efficiency over 9,000%, the German Reich is on a pathway to a world conquest it has never ever even dreamed of. There is almost nothing that can stop it. It's holding easily 400 Soviet divisions, and it's even pushing them back. Nothing can stop this German Empire, not even the British Navy. The Germans are able to produce one ship almost every week. That's a Bismarck almost every 2 weeks. It's an incredible force, and honestly, the Brits have no chance. The Greater German Reich is declared at the fall of Moscow, and soon the invasion of Bulgaria begins. Sweden makes a valiant defense with Norway in tow. The two brothers in arms go down together, but honestly, there's nothing you can do against this Germany. It's just got 40 divisions just sweeping through Norway. There's nothing you can do, and the invasion of the Middle East begins. With the German Empire requiring oil, it must invade the one place that is oil rich. But onwards in the Asian theatre, Mongolia falls to the mighty German army, leaving China and its several hundred divisions on the defensive. But of course, this is only 1938, and China has not got its troop modifiers off yet. So its divisions are severely crippled. With nothing to stop them, Germany marches south quite happily. It's got the British Raj, it's got Iran, it's got all of French Indochina to invade. And don't worry, it's got the divisions to do so. Japan makes a valiant defense of Korea. It's built up many land forts around Pyongyang, but I'm afraid it's going to take more than a few level 4 forts to stop this German Empire. Honestly, I'm pretty sure this German Empire is wielding in the region of about 500,000 tanks. Yeah, that's something you really don't want rocking up on your doorstep, I'm afraid. Turkey, they did make a good defense of Istanbul and even made some ground back in Greece, but I'm afraid it's not enough to defend an attack from the rear all the way through the Russian lands. So yep, of course the oil has now been seized, and almost just like in our USA versus the world game, only once the oil has been seized does the German Empire really begin. Now with almost no negative production modifiers, they're able to really crank out those planes, crank out those boats, and they invade all of Africa in just a matter of weeks. There is nothing the free world can do. America can merely sit and watch from its ocean as it awaits for the German invasion. So can Japan. Whilst it has a mighty fleet of only a few hundred ships, it's just not able to stop the German Reich. Absolutely nothing is. And that's it for France. They've lost their colonies. All that's left is a brief holdout government on Madagascar. Absolutely nothing can stop the German Reich now. The UK knows it's only a matter of time. Within weeks, the UK RAF Air Force falls. There are no planes left. There's almost no one even qualified to fly a plane left. And with that, the invasion of the UK is almost guaranteed. As you can see here, Germany begins planning its invasions, and that's it. They land through Northumbria, grab Cumbria, seize Scotland, and then quickly invade Ireland. And that's the UK gone in just a matter of only about 14 days, I think it took. And from here, German Reich has the world. Only the US, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Colombia, Peru, Bolivia, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, Ecuador, god there's so many, only they oppose it. But I'm afraid even that's not going to be enough. Anyway, from here on out, the AI makes no advances. It makes no changes, and honestly, it just does nothing. But if you've enjoyed the video today, then feel free to give it a like. Seriously, it really does help the channel out. Please feel free to also join the community. It's always great to have new subscribers as we push ever so closer towards the 50k mark. Honestly, when we hit there, we are on track for one record-breaking celebration. I can guarantee you that much. Anyway, thank you all for watching today's video. I will see you all in the next one.